It's time for another Dice Tower review with the Charters family.
Hi, I'm Rich Charters.
And I'm Jenny Charters.
And today we're going to talk about a little game called
Forbidden Desert, Thirst for Survival.
Yes, Forbidden Desert. This is a cooperative game. That is, we're not playing against each other, but with each other to try to win against the game. And it's for 2 to 5 players. It says 45 minutes and age 10 and up. Does that sound about right to you?
Yeah.
Okay, good. And the overall premise of the game is we're coming in on a helicopter and we crash land. And there's a little tile here that is a crash landing tile that shows where we've landed. So we're stuck there, and this is a desert with a storm brewing, and these are sand tiles that will be built up. If you saw something like that, that would be very bad. That means a lot of sand on a tile, wouldn't it? Hopefully we don't get anything like that. But these sand tiles will come onto the board, and this is the eye of the storm. It will move around in the desert as we play, right? And what we're trying to do is we're trying to discover this magical flying machine and reassemble it with the 4 parts. You want to show some of those parts? And if we discover where all 4 parts of those are and recover them, and then under one of these tiles we'll be excavating, that is flipping the tiles over. If we find the one that has the launch pad and we have the flying machine assembled, then we go to the launch pad and we fly out to win the game, right? Yeah. So that's what the game's kind of about. And so let's explain a little bit about the rules in a little bit more detail, shall we?
Yes, we shall.
And then we'll try the game. Okay. So basically, how to win here. Can you see this, Jen?
I'm assuming yes.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
How you win is you recover all 4 parts. So I think Jen showed these parts a little bit. Let me just hold them up in front of the camera, see if you can see them, a couple of them there. And once you discover all 4 of those, you have to excavate tiles in order to do that and get to the launch pad. Then you automatically win the game. But there's a couple ways to lose. The first is by thirst. So each of us will have our own character card. In this game, I was going to be the water carrier, and Jen, what were you? We did a poll here. Jen is the archaeologist, but a big part of what these players do is they have water. So your water can be at 5 canteens full, 4, 3, 2, and then it goes to 0, and you're still alive with no water. But then if the sun beats down one more time, you'll go to 0, and that's the symbol of death. If one player dies, the game is over and we have lost. The second way is you can be buried. So we talked about these sand tiles. One of the reasons it's bad to have a lot of them on the board is that if we ever run out of these sand tiles, that means we've been buried in the desert storm and we lose the game. The third thing is called swept away. So there's this thing which tracks how bad the storm is getting. We're going to start at legendary to try to make the game a little shorter, and this storm will probably kill us at that level, but we're going to try it. And what happens is this shows the number of cards you have to draw, either 3, 4, 5, 6, or death. So as the storm gets, what's the words that it uses? Storm
picks up.
Oh, the storm picks up, then you pick this up 1 each time, and you get more cards you have to draw. And if it gets up to here, the game is over and you've lost. So we have basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 storm picks up, and this game is over. There's nothing you can do to bring this back down. It only moves one direction towards death. So those are the 3 ways you lose this game. And then, so what do? On your turn, each of us will take turns, and on your turn you take 4 separate actions. On your action you can move, and that is 1 space in any direction, not diagonally, but forward or backwards. You can clear sand. That is, if there was sand on a tile, I don't know, Jen, can you show this real quick?
Yeah.
If there's sand on a tile and I'm adjacent to it like this, I could just bing, pick that up, and that's 1 action. Another action is you can excavate. So if I were on a tile with no sand on it, then I can just flip that tile over, and there's certain things on the back of tiles. We'll talk about that when we get into the game a little bit. And then you can pick up a part. So once you know where a part is, these parts at one point will be on a tile, and you can go to that tile and say, okay, we've now claimed this one. And once you claim all 4, you're eligible to actually win the game. The other thing you can do, and it's not one of your 4 actions, but if you're on the same space like we are here, you can give water or equipment cards to each other. So there's some equipment cards we'll be having. These are the storm picks up. These are the cards that you have to draw after your turn, because every time you have to draw a number of storm cards. And again, the number you have to draw is constantly increasing throughout the game, anywhere from 2 to 6. And you have to pick that many cards, which will move the storm around, which will in fact deposit sand on the cards, and that's kind of how the game works. Right, Jen?
Yep.
Anything I left out?
Nope, I don't think so.
Okay, in that case, let's go ahead and try to play then. If you can zoom in on the board so they can see the board a little bit, and then we'll... Who goes first is who's the thirstiest. So how thirsty are you?
Pretty thirsty.
Okay, I'm not thirsty, so that means you're first. Go ahead.
Okay, so I get 4 actions. So for my first action, I'm going to remove the sand. Okay, then I'm going to excavate this. So that's 2. And then, oh, and I get one of these because it has that symbol there.
Right, this is a little gear symbol, means it's an equipment card that's available for her. So she pulled it. Go ahead and show it up to the camera if you would. What is it?
It is a periscope. You can see that.
What does it do?
It says peek under any unexcavated tile.
Oh, that's handy if you got a bunch of sand on tiles and you think it may be the launch pad. You can look and see which one.
And
It's also good to look at the wells.
And 3 and 4. Okay, so it is a tunnel.
There's a tunnel, okay. And we'll talk about tunnels a little bit later. Let's just say it protects you from the sun if you're on this tile because you're in a tunnel. And she got another equipment, so that was good. The other thing is there's several tunnels on the board, so if we find another one, we can just magically move from one tunnel to the other as though they were adjacent. Okay, so that's your turn?
Yep.
Okay, on my turn, I'm gonna...
Oh, so we got
Oh yeah, what are we doing? Now we have to take the sand cards, right? How many do we need to draw? 3. We're playing on legendary.
Yeah.
So we need to draw 3 cards. Go ahead. Okay, do you want me to draw those for you? Okay. So this Eye of the Storm moves that way. Go ahead, Jen.
Okay.
You move it and put the sand on. So this goes over and then put sand on whatever moves. Okay, the second card says the storm moves twice in this direction. 1, 2, and put sand on both of those. And because this is the second piece of sand,
And this doesn't move either, right?
that doesn't move.
Okay.
We flip it over and there's an X there to show that it is too deep. And then the third card you got is it moves twice that way.
Okay. 1, 2, 2. And I put another one of those, and then one of those,
Okay.
and then,
Wait, why'd you flip that?
oh, we weren't doing another one?
No, we just did
Oops.
3. That's all right. We'll just put it underneath. Okay, now it's my turn. So I'm going to just take 1 sand out. I'm going to take 2 sand out. I'm going to go here 3, and I'm going to excavate a tile. And that's another gear symbol. So that says Secret Water Reserve. All players on your tile receive 2 water. I don't know if that is focus or not, but that's nice to have out there. Okay, now I have to draw my 3 tiles, right? So that is 1, it moves down 1. Oops, that's... Okay, the second one says move 3 over it. Now if you can only do 1, you're supposed to move 3. That's fine, you only move what you can move. And then the third card is sun beats down. So sun beats down means it got very hot. Now Jen is in a tunnel at this point, so that's good, she's protected. I'm out in the open, I'm not protected, therefore my water level goes from 5 to 4, and I'm a little closer to death than I was a minute ago. Yikes. Okay, I feel like we're falling behind already. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of this sand for 1. I'm gonna excavate for 1, 2. That's another tunnel, so now we can go from here to here. And it also gives me an equipment card, which is a Doom Blaster. Remove all sand from a tile or an adjacent tile for free. So if they get high, we'll use that. So that was 2 actions, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna go this way, 3 and 4. And that says...
The compass is somewhere down this
somewhere on
row.
that column. Okay, now we have to flip 4 tiles again, right? 1, down 2. 2, sun beats down.
Uh-oh, I'm getting low.
I'm at 2 water, what are you at?
I'm at 1. That's not good.
We gotta find a well quick, Jen. Oh, there's a well right here and another one there. All right. That was 2 cards, right? Third card Storm picks up. Oh my. And the fourth card goes up 1. So 1 more sand there. So now we're getting buried in sand. The storm is picking up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more, and we are dead from the storm, and you're almost dead from water. All right, we've played a few more turns, and now our storm level has picked up, so we're drawing 5 cards every time, so things get desperate pretty quickly. And if we get 1, 2, 3, 4 more storm picks up, this game is over, because we will in fact be swept away. We have a lot of sand out, but we're not in danger of being buried too quickly because we have this many sand tiles still. And our thirst level, mine's at 2 and Jen's at 0. So she needs to find water very quickly. Otherwise she's going to be in trouble.
But it is my turn.
Let me explain one other thing. We've identified where the engine was, and we've actually discovered one piece and already assembled it in the ship because we recovered it. But this one, we found out it was in this column in this row, so that puts it right here. And once you discover where it is, you put it on the tile. And as the tile moves, that part moves with it. So we're about to recover the engine. Okay, your turn, Jen.
Okay, so I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, that's your 4 actions.
Oh yeah.
And now you end in the tunnel, which is smart because if the sun beat down on you, it would kill you. And we have to flip over 5 cards now. 1, up 3, 2, over 2. Third card is down 2. We gotta flip 5 cards. Oh no, 6 cards. 1 over 3. 1, 2, 3. 2, down 1. 3, up 2. 4, down 2.
Uh-oh.
5, over 2.
We are getting low on sand.
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more and we're dead. So we're almost dead based on the storm. We're almost dead based on the sand. I don't have a turbo blaster of any type.
Neither do I.
So it's my turn. I'm going to say 1, get rid of that. 2, excavate that. It gives me a equipment. Hopefully it's a no jetpack. Okay. I'm going to go 3. I'm going to use my jetpack, and that doesn't take an action. So I can go here. And for my third, wait, was that 3? Oh no, I think that was 2, right? I'm going to recover this for 3, and then I'm going to get water for 4, and those are my actions. And now I'm going to flip 6 cards. 1, over 2. This is probably going to kill us. 2, down 1.
Down 1.
3, over. How many are left?
1 left.
4, sun beats down.
Oh no.
I'm down to 3.
I'm down to 1.
5, sun beats down. I'm down to 2.
I'm down to 0.
And this is our last one. This is 6, right? Storm picks up.
Harsh.
Okay, we're now at 6 here, so we're about to die from the storm.
And the sand.
We only have 1 sand. Do you have a turbo? And you don't even have a turbo blaster either. But you can remove 2 sand per turn, so you might want to do that a few times. Otherwise, we won't survive this next turn for sure.
Okay, my turn.
Yep.
1. Should I uncover sand or should I go for this?
Either way, I'd get more sand off.
Yeah. 3.
No, that's 2.
Oh, 2. 3. 4.
Yeah, and you're in the tunnel, so that's a good place to start, to stop your turn. Okay, but we now have to flip 6 cards.
Oh boy.
If any of these a storm picks up, this game is over. Okay, 1. Move it to the 2. Move it back. These cards are now very scary, don't you think?
Yeah.
Very scary. 3. Move it this way. 2. I'll move it. 4. 2 more. 5. 2 back.
This is it. We don't have any more.
6. Sun beats down. Okay, So the game is over. We've lost, and the reason we lost was we've been buried in the sand. All the sand tiles were out. We didn't do a good job of managing. Bummer.
But we did get 2 objects on the ship.
2 objects, and we knew where the engine was, but it was buried in sand.
Was it? Where was it? Here it was. We just need to find that.
Okay, so this one would have been right here. So they were up in this corner. I should have got to those. Maybe I could have got those. At any rate, we almost died on the storm. We did die on the sand, and we were getting low on thirst as well. So let me ask you, Jen, how do you like this game?
I do like this game. If I were to rate it between 1 and 5, it'd probably be maybe a 4, around that area. Probably a 4, yeah. And I do, it's more challenging than Forbidden Island, because we also do have Forbidden Island, but I think they're both fun.
Which one do you prefer?
If I were to choose, kind of depends on my mood. That's why I'm kind of leaning between both sides, because Forbidden Desert kind of requires more decision based on your actions and stuff.
Yeah, there's a little more going on in this game. The other one's simpler, a little bit simpler. I kind of like this one better because it's a little more challenging and you have to play smart. Like we didn't play that smart here. We let the sand built up too much, and then it really kills you fast. Of course, we started on Legendary too, and that gets you into heavy cards sooner, and that can be very dangerous. So if you had to rate this game, what would you rate it?
4, like I said.
Oh, you said 4 already. I think I'd rate it, I'd say about a 4 as well. It's a fun game. A co-op game is fun to work together instead of battling against each other from time to time. And all in all, it's a fun game.
Yep.
Forbidden Desert.
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews, as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find other great shows at Dicetowernetwork.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc., where you can find great games for great prices. Cool stuff in stock. Check them out at CoolStuffInc.com.